Good evening, Lizzie Boys, and welcome back to my channel. Today, Mattel Creations posted a teaser for the upcoming Skullector doll. As you guys know, there is a Friday the 13th in January, and usually when there is a Friday the 13th in the month, Mattel will drop a Skullector. That has been the sort of release pattern that we've witnessed so far, and that seems to be what they're going to do for the future. Going forward, because they've been doing it for about 2 years now, this being the third year. So, yeah. Friday the 13th, new Skullector, and it is Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Why did I stumble on my words so much there? Anyway, we have one teaser image so far, but we actually already knew about this. Let me just explain everything in full. Let's get into it. Today, the official Monster High account posted this teaser of their Elvira, Mistress of the Dark collector doll. I don't know why I keep stumbling on my words whenever I say her full name. This character is very iconic. I don't know if the movies she's from are horror or not. They mostly seem comedic to me. There's this one clip from it where she hits her head on something and someone says, "How's your head?" And she says, "I haven't had any complaints yet." If you don't understand that joke, that's too bad. Basically, Elvira is a very iconic character. I believe the actress who originally portrayed her in the movies still portrays her to this day. And she's overall just... she's an icon. She's probably going to be on the older sister body from Monster High. If you guys don't know what that means, I'll get into it later. But basically, this doll has been very anticipated ever since we found out about her. And the way we found that out was through some listings on, I believe it was either the Toy Wiz website? I don't remember. But sometime last year, towards the end of the year, there were some leaks of a upcoming Elvira, as well as Tiffany from the Chucky series as collector dolls. Skullector dolls, sorry. And people have been very excited ever since that first came out, and to see it confirmed, because last year the theme was Universal Original Monsters, so they were mostly doing monsters under the Universal Original Monsters belt. But the year prior, we had been getting more pop culture stuff, such as our first Skullector dolls being, you know, the Shining Twins, Pennywise, we got that Beetlejuice 2-pack, then we got Greta Gremlin. It's been fun. I really like getting those ones from pop culture. I wasn't as big of a fan of the original monsters, the classics, I don't know, those ones just weren't my style, but I feel like Elvira definitely will be. The doll looks fabulous already, and we've only been able to see her from behind. I'm thinking that this doll will most likely use the Headmistress Bloodgood head mold. This is what the Headless Headmistress's face looks like, and I think that this face mold would be very fitting for Elvira. I'll have to pull up a picture of Elvira as well, but I also just think that Headless Headmistress as a whole would be a very good character to use as a base for this doll. As you guys know, Monster High initially only had 3 body types aside from the boy body, so 4 total if you include the boys. But here you can see a comparison of them. We've got the little sister body, the default body, and the big sister body. And, of course, the male sculpt, and there's 2 Ever After High sculpts here, but those are not what we're paying attention to. The big sister body would most likely be the best for Elvira, just because of the more mature proportions, the larger chest. It was primarily used on adult characters. I don't believe any characters produced with the big sister body were not adults. There was Claudia, Nephra, and... of course, the Headmistress, all of which are adults, so it's a very adult body sculpt, and I feel like it would be very fitting for a character like Elvira. Because if you've never seen Elvira before, you're about to be shocked by this image. That's right, everybody, Elvira has boobs, big ones at that. So I don't feel like using the standard Monster High body would make any sense, because she's also tall. Elvira's tall, and the big sister body is the tallest. It has the largest chest, the most mature proportions. I feel like it would be very fitting for Elvira. This is how the actress looks when portraying Elvira. She's honestly really beautiful. If I'd seen her as a kid, this would have been my gay awakening, but I didn't, so it was something else. I think it was an Adventure Time character. It was Marceline. But Elvira is stunning. So we can probably expect this sort of makeup on the actual Skullector doll. I feel like I can kind of see... you can partially see her face here, but it's at an angle where you can't actually make out any distinct features. Overall, we have a lot to expect from this doll, but I also don't want to get my expectations too high because expecting it to be a one-to-one remake of the actress wouldn't be realistic. Elvira's full outfit is pretty basic. It's just a long black dress with a very low cut, some pretty fancy sleeves. The doll seems to still have that. And she has a red ring. She does wear a red ring, okay. Sorry, I like Elvira as a character, but I'm not very well versed in her lore. So if I sound like a fake fan, it's because I am. I low-key just think she's hot. I'm very gay. So, as I was saying before my dog started going insane and I lost my train of thought, this entire room is inspired by how her house looks in the movies, obviously. I don't actually know if there's any other media of Elvira. I'm pretty sure there's probably comics, probably books. I wonder if there's a TV show, because I know that she's a film character, but I don't know if they've ever given her a TV show. I do know that the same actor has portrayed her for years, Cassandra Peterson. She's an icon. Oh, I really hope that that little dagger that's on her corset is actually on the doll. Again, we haven't seen the front view. I feel like we're going to see it sometime this week, obviously, because the doll was gonna be for sale this Friday on Mattel Creations. But, you know, we could end up seeing pictures tomorrow. We could end up seeing them in the middle of the week. The latest they could show them to us is probably Thursday the 12th, because the doll will be for sale Friday the 13th. I'm very excited. And there's this little dog in the background that I'm pretty sure might be one of her accessories. You might have noticed it off to the side in the left-hand corner of the photo here. I think that that's like her dog or something. Unfortunately, I've never watched an Elvira movie. I want to. I've been meaning to, but then I lost my hacked Fire Stick, so I can't. But basically, this character, extremely iconic. I'm not sure if she's from any sort of horror movies, but she is pretty much an icon in the horror realm, so I guess she has to be. I don't know. So aside from me just rambling on and on about this character I know nothing about, let me get into the information on the actual doll. As I've mentioned several times in the video, this doll will be for sale on Friday the 13th of January on Mattel Creations. They usually come into stock at about, what is my time zone called? EST? Eastern Standard Time? In my time zone, EST, they come into stock at noon, so 12 p.m. If you live in, say, California, that would be 9 a.m. for you. Basically, you just need to figure out what your time zone is and then look up what 9 a.m. in Pacific Standard Time, PST, would be in your time zone. That's how I did it. Mattel Creations also posts a countdown, so if you don't want to do that, you don't even have to worry about it, you just have to open the website. There is no official page for Elvira up on Mattel Creations yet, as far as I know, but once we get more stock photos, I will make another video, and then we will officially have a countdown for the doll. So, how much will the doll cost? Historically, single releases from Mattel Creations of Skullectors such as Pennywise and Greta Gremlin, both of which only cost $60. That used to be the norm. But then they released Dracula, who was $65, and it just kind of seems like that's the range they're going for now. You either pay $60 or you pay $65. I'm hoping that Elvira falls in the $60 range, but who knows, they might go for $65. I know it's just a $5 difference, but Mattel Creations always makes you pay shipping. So you have to couple on or like $7 in shipping. So yeah, I would rather pay $67 instead of about $72. So that's why I'm hoping it's cheaper. All in all, the information is not confirmed yet. We don't know if she'll be 60. We don't know if she'll be 65. Who knows? They might just decide to screw us all over and charge 70 for some reason. Hopefully, they don't. I really don't want them to. But we can expect to see more pictures later this week, because they have to post more. It's not like people are going to buy her based on this alone. We want to know what the doll looks like. So, yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. When we get more photos of Elvira, you guys can expect another video from me. But for now, feel free to comment your thoughts. What do you think of the doll? From what you can see. And if you have any lore bits that you want to correct me on in terms of Elvira's character or her films, please feel free to let me know in the comments, because again, I have never watched a single movie. I'm not going to pretend, oh yeah, I've seen the movies. I haven't. So, yeah. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!